All right, so we just got a phone call. We got somebody in need. We better get our asses out there, team. Let's go. A lot of people don't tend to look around in nature, and they don't tend to look at things the way that they should. We all tend to get lost in our cycle. We tend to get lost in what's going on in our lives. But what you don't realize, and what a lot of us don't see, is nature gives us examples every single day of strength to overcome. Take this tree for example. Beautiful. Lots of branches everywhere, lots of coverage. This tree here was literally probably dropped as a seed in either bird poop or bird spit it out. This seed fell down to the earth and decided to take root. But this tree here has not had an easy life by any means. This tree could have died multiple times with all of these breaks, fractures, and so forth, kind of going up. But instead of this tree taking that strenuous circumstance, this break to its nature, this break to even its fibers, down into its core, does it take that and say, my day is horrible, I have a shitty life? No, it does not. It says, I am going to overcome. And that's what it did here. And not only did it grow big and strong, it took these breaks and it made beautiful marks with them. So what I ask everybody at the end of the day is, how bad really is your life when you can go outside and you can see the beauty that nature has? The strength that nature is trying to show you every single day is in front of your eyes, but have you taken a second to look at it today? Not a lot of people have. So that being said, a lot of people don't seem to realize that our experience here on life, on this planet, is to advance our souls. You're given a soul contract when you come here to this earth. But are you fulfilling it? Are you wasting your time here? Or are you actually achieving the things that you're supposed to? Because the things that you do not achieve in this lifetime, you have to come back next lifetime. Do you want to come back in another world, a post-apocalyptic world potentially, to learn these lessons that you can learn here and now? I do not. Again, if you take the tree as an example, anything can be overcome. No matter how bad your day seems to be, no matter how bad the circumstances around you may seem, those circumstances are not dictated and they are not actually predetermined by you. You are just along for the ride in these things. So that being said, guys, the biggest thing is if the circumstances around you are not determined by you, the only thing is your experience on this planet should be 100% directed by you. So if you think of life like a movie, you can watch it pass by on the big screen, or you can be an actor in this. I choose to be like this tree. Stand strong, stand for what I believe in, stand up for my nature, and grow. Be that inspiration to the rest of the world who does not have this inspiration, who does not look, but yet it's in nature with us every single day, guys. This is something amazing that you really need to pay attention to. You see that little sapling? Come back 5 years from now. Watch it turn into this big, beautiful, strong tree. But yet, any moment in time, just like a Japanese bamboo, you have these Japanese farmers, well, Chinese, but these Chinese farmers who take this bamboo, they put it in the ground every day for 5 years. They're there watering it, giving it nutrients, and if they miss a single day, that plant will die. But after 5 years, guys, that plant breaks the ground. And in, I believe it's 5 weeks, that thing shoots up 96 feet in the air. But yet, if somebody missed a single day in watering that, it would have never came. So my question to you is, did it take that plant 5 years to grow, or did it take it 5 weeks to grow? The real answer to that question is, it took it 5 years to grow. Because if somebody missed a single point in time of watering and nutrienting and making sure that soil was a perfect condition for that plant, it would have never broke the ground, and it would have never reached 96 feet tall in height within 5 weeks. No other plant on earth can really do that. So again, what you nurture within yourself, what you nurture within your soul, within your mind, within your heart, plays a huge, you don't even understand how big of a part it plays in not only your mentality, your day-to-day life, your experience of life. All of these things are determined within yourself. Why allow something that really shouldn't be anything more than a minor inconvenience or a lesson become more than that. Because again, guys, as I've told you before, nature gives you lessons. And it gives it to you in a very, very simple way. It'll say, here's a stick. Realize it's a stick. Learn it for what it is. Put the stick down and step over it and move on. But when you take the stick that's given to you, well, then nature will say, you did not learn your lesson. Let me give you the stick again. You don't want to learn the lesson. Let me give it to you again. And nature will keep giving you these lessons until you pass it. It's not a cruel world. It's not cruel people. It's nature trying to say you need to fulfill the contracts that you came here for. So if you do not fulfill these contracts and you have to come back and repeat them, do you think nature's going to be any nicer? Because, for instance, myself, I've watched this play out on multiple occasions, not only in my life, but in others' lives. And eventually it comes to a point where nature is dropping Mount Everest in front of you and saying, I gave you a piece of paper. It was easy to step over. Now climb this mountain. Learn your lesson. Move forward. So again, just like nature here, guys, you need to take these things, incorporate it into who you are. Not just into your mindset, not just into your soul, but who you are as a person. Because again, you're a living crystal. Mother Earth is a living crystal. This tree is technically a living crystal. It's made up of water, nutrients, fibers, and all the like. So what's the difference between us and it? Because we have an intellect, we also leave a carbon footprint. So at the end of the day, what I ask you is what's more in tune to nature, us or nature itself? Because nature abides by the laws of nature. The laws that have been set out from the universal creation, even nature abides by. Man is the only one ignorant enough to believe that we can overcome nature and that we can make it do what we want, but we do not realize the repercussions that come from it. So again, you can snap the stick, toss the paper, but do you really want to climb the mountain? Do you really want to reach the end of your life at a point of frustration, or do you want to reach the end of your life at a point where you're happy, you're content, you've learned, and when you do reach the other side, you can move on. You've fulfilled your soul's contract that is meant to be here. The things that you've chosen when you're here. So again, guys, you say, I was born in a poor family. I was born in a bad neighborhood. I was born to a drug-addicted mother, an alcoholic father. Again, these are things you chose to incarnate into before you came to this earth because of the things that you needed to learn via your soul contract. So again, that being said, the events around you are not determined by you, but what you take out of that, what you take into the world, what you give back to people in this world is 100% determined by you. So again, that being said, it's up to you guys what you want to do, how you want to do it. But again, I say learn the lessons from nature, see from the beauty of what could have been overcome, what could have been a problem for this plant here. Again, this is a living being just like us. Did it ever give up? Did it cry that my life is so hard? I had all these things. No, it did not. It took the strength within itself. It took Mother Earth's love, Mother Earth's energy, and it decided to become, instead of a failure, instead of a deadbeat, instead of whatever it is, I am going to become something, and something that, in this case, we're appreciating. The beauty, the love, the energy, as well as the determination, the intention, and the will force. If this tree told itself I wanted to die, it would have been dead. But its intention was to become this big, beautiful, strong tree. And that's exactly what it became. So my question to you guys for the end of this video is what is your intention for yourself? Do you want to be the tree that dies? Or do you want to be that big, beautiful tree that everybody around you looks at and says, if they can overcome that with what they were given, I can do it too. So again, at the end of the day, guys, I prefer to be that light that where you guys can come to, you can look at and you can say, with what he's been given, if he can do it, I can do it, because guess what? Yes, you can. Anything you put your mind to, you got this, because at the end of the day, there's nothing else in life that you can't accomplish that you do not tell yourself that you can't. When you tell yourself no, you're your greatest enemy. You've already defeated yourself. When you tell yourself, yes, I can, you've already accomplished it. You're already halfway there. So again, guys, love you. Namaste. Well, that was a little bit of part of a case, but at the end of the day, we got it finished. So, hey, that's all that matters. Another person healed. That's all we can say.
Free your mind. Let yourself go.